Okay, in this little video we're going to look at making a Scratch program where we have the cat escaping from a fire-breathing dragon. You're going to start with a new project, so if you haven't got a new one there, you can just go to the File menu and say New, and that will open Scratch with our friend the cat. You'll see its sprite and the other areas of the screen which we'll be using as we go. The first thing we want to do is go to the Controls section in the Scripts. So that's the Scripts tab here and to Controls. And we're going to be getting the cat to start moving, and we're going to get him to do that forever. So we drag the forever block up here. And then we need to get some motion going, so we're going to select motion, and we're going to be pointing towards, drag that up into there because we want this to happen forever, and we're going to have it pointed towards the mouse pointer, so we'll accept that. And then don't forget, before we do anything else, we need to do this when we're clicked. When the flag's clicked, and that means that we can run this, and you'll see that as we move the mouse pointer around, the cat is following the pointer. Okay, next thing to do, you can see that even when the mouse is outside of the stage, that the cat is still working, but still moving. But we want to make him move a bit, so we'll select motion and get him to move 10 steps towards the mouse pointer. And you see what's happened there, he's actually jumped off the screen, so we better stop him. And then let's go to full screen to see what this looks like. That didn't work terribly well. So. Alright, we're going to resume, and here we go. So at the moment the cat's stopped. We've got him moving forever, point towards the mouse pointer, so he's going to turn towards the mouse and then he's going to move 10 steps. So when we click on the green flag up here, we'll expect him to turn to face us and then to head off in that direction. Then we'll be able to drag the mouse pointer around and the cat should follow. So here we go. There he goes. Off he goes, chasing after a cat chasing a mouse. Would you believe it? Okay, I better stop him. Alright, so we've got the mouse chasing the mouse cursor, but let's put a backdrop in here because it looks a bit ordinary with a blank screen. We want to go for something that's outdoors. I think maybe into space would be a good option. So if we have him flying around in the stars, we can OK that one. And now we've got him up in outer space. So that makes it a little bit more interesting. So if we click again, and off he goes, we get the mouse pointer away from him. And there we are. Stop him again. Okay, just a couple of things before we go any further. On the sprites down here, you can see that we've got a little info button there, and when we click on that, it displays some information about the sprite itself. What we should always do is name our sprites appropriately so that we know who we're talking about. So we're going to call this the cat, which is probably what it is, and then we can close that by clicking on the little arrow there. So then we want a new sprite, and we can choose our sprite from the library. We can paint a new one. We could upload a sprite from the file, or we can take a sprite, get a new sprite from the camera. But for this action now, we'll just choose a sprite from the library, and I think we go with where would that be? This might do the job. Our dragon here. So there we go, our dragon. As I said, we should change the name if we need to, but this one's already called a dragon, so that's all good. And then we're going to want to have a look at the costumes on the dragon. So we've selected the dragon here, that's this guy, and we can look at his costumes, and we can see that he's got two costumes. which one he's looking like this, and the other he's moving forward and spitting a bit of fire. So we're going to have some work to do to make him do that. Alright, let's go to the dragon's script. So we've selected the dragon. You can say that's the dragon. We can go to the script, and just as we did with the cat, we're going to do something when the flag is clicked. And again, we're going to do this forever. So it's a control event, do it forever. And we're going to point towards, so this is a motion, and we're pointing towards, in this case, we're not pointing towards the mouse pointer, but we want to point towards. Alright, just having a little trouble with my mouse there, but what we want to do is click on the little drop down triangle there, and we want to point towards the cat. And you see straight away that the dragon has turned himself up towards the cat. We also want him to start moving, so we're going to get him to move 10 steps. There he goes. Whoops. Better stop the action there and move him back over here for the time being. Move the cat across here as well. Okay, now to make this a bit fair, so that we start the dragon a bit away from the cat, we're going to make the dragon move. So we need to select our dragon, and we're going to go to somewhere, because this jumps him to an XY coordinate, and we're going to put him down in the bottom corner of the stage as soon as the game starts. So that should be somewhere like about minus 200, and the X will make that minus 150. That should be okay, and we want to stop that. Go away. So we just need to drag him away from there again. Okay, so that's got him moving. And the other thing we want to do is make sure that we don't have the fire breathing out of his mouth, so we're going to change his costume to the normal one. So we'll go up onto the costumes tab, and we're going to be using this costume, but in the script we're actually able to change his costume by going to his looks, and we're going to switch the costume to the A costume, because that's the one, if we look back over here, costume A is the one where he isn't breathing fire. So that's why we're switching across there. Okay, so that's the action with the dragon, and what we'll see now is that if we start it off, the dragon will chase. We can. Oh, he's caught up with him, so that's no good. We'll have to stop that now. He's at least caught, but what we want to do is when the dragon catches the cat, we're going to have him breathing fire. So we've got one section of script here on the dragon. Once again, we've selected the dragon. We've got a script there, but we also want to have another set of events here that when clicked, we're going to wait until the dragon catches up with the sprite, the cat. So we're going to go and look for wait until, and that should be, I've lost the set event. Okay, I lost the wait event there for a minute, but on the control tab we've got wait until, so we're going to do that. And here we're going to have the sensing, because we want to wait until something, and we want to wait until the dragon is touching, so we're going to drop that into our wait until, and when we drop on the drop down there, we wait until the dragon is touching the cat. So wait until touching the cat, and then we're going to change the costume. So we go back onto looks, and we're going to switch the costume, and depending on what you've got here, it'll be A or B. We should be going for A, and then we're going to stop everything. So we should go over to our control events and stop everything. Now on the small screen here, this is going to look a little bit odd, but if you do this in full screen, where by selecting the full screen button you'll see that it's quite you've got the full real estate of the screen to work on. So let me start it, and we'll run around as fast as we can. Hasn't caught him. Oh, there he's caught it, and we've got the fire breathing dragon. Okay, so there's a little task for you to complete. What we've seen is how we can get our sprites to do something. This guy's going to chase the mouse pointer forever, pointing towards the mouse pointer and moving. When we look at our dragon's got two scripts running. One of them, when it's first clicked, you'll go to -20, -150, which is down in this bottom left quadrant. We change his costume just in case we've got the wrong one, as we have here, and then we're going to point towards the cat and then move 10 steps. At the same time as this is happening, we're waiting until we're touching the cat, and when that does happen, we're going to switch the costume to the fire breathing costume, the one we've got showing here, and then once that's happened, we're going to stop everything. Now, if you're finding that the dragon is a bit too fast, you can always slow him down by changing the number of steps he moves in each cycle of this. So, to show you what I mean by that, if we make that 5 and set him on his way, you'll see that he's gonna, oops, I just got caught. He was slower at least, so that's how he would work. Alright, so that's your little skill to work on today. I hope you enjoy it.